pocket. I'm so proud of you, like him. I'm so proud of him, girl, look at him. You like him. You ain't wear crew them. How you shoot it up? How you move it up? How you shoot it up? What up, fuck with you like last year?
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dope. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I'm out of A school. Finally, bro. I was there for like 2 months. That was low-key kind of easy. If you guys want a video about that, let me know. Comment down below. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be replying to everybody's stuff. But this video is going to be about stuff that you actually need to know before you go to boot camp or before you join the military. Like, this is all personal shit. I mean, personal stuff that I think you could use. Stuff I wish I knew before I came. But there's going to be like a few things missing because, like, you feel me? I'm just by myself. My roommate told me a couple things, but like I said, it's different for everybody. So, let's just jump straight into it. Nah, I'm saying, I wrote it down because I'll be forgetting stuff.
Yeah, sure.
The first thing you should know before you get to boot camp or before you ship out, because once you leave, bro, you're not gonna have that phone again until you finish, and you can be there for a while, especially if you get quarantined again. Like if you get set back, you have to stay an extra 2 more weeks, and if it happens, it's just you keep getting set back. First thing, in my opinion, I feel like if you have debt, like credit cards or you owe somebody money or whatever, you should pay that off. Or at least have an auto payment towards that. Because afterwards, bro, after you finish boot camp and you weren't able to make those payments, it's only going to mess you up in the long run. Like for example, I had to pay a credit card, but I forgot to set it up on auto payment, and that brought my credit down. So make sure that you have all your stuff like on auto payment or whatever, or you pay it off or whatever. That way you don't get hurt afterwards. The second thing is that thing that the recruiter tells you have to study, that little book, whatever, the guideline stuff. You don't need that shit, bro. Cause
you get debt advance to do.
Huh?
I got debt advance because of it.
I mean, you need it, but you're not gonna need it because once you get to boot camp, I'm talking about for now, like COVID wise. If you go to boot camp during COVID, you don't need it because you're gonna quarantine for at least 2 weeks, and you're gonna be able to study the whole book. You're gonna know the whole book before you even go to actual boot camp. That's what I'm saying. You don't actually need to study now. You can study later. But if you have the time like to work out and study, then yeah, go ahead, but you don't actually need to. The third thing, bring any bank information that you need. If you want to use your bank from home, like for example, once you get there, stuff, blah blah blah, they're gonna talk to you about money and this and that, and then they're gonna ask you, do you want to go with Navy Federal? What's the other one called? Oh, Navy Federal, Armed Forces, or your own bank. A lot of people wanted to use their own bank, but they didn't have the information for that, and they're not gonna let you like just make 1,000 calls just to, like you probably can. I know people that did, like they're gonna be able to call and stuff to get that information, but if you don't know your login information, if you don't know the password to whatever, you're not gonna be able to do that. So bring any bank information. You're gonna need your routing number, the account number, and then some other stuff. The fourth thing, bring insoles for your boots. Bro, I'm telling you, if you do this from the beginning, you're actually not gonna be hurting. Like, your feet will never hurt. Cause a lot of people, they bought it at boot camp, like afterwards, whenever we got to the next, and you don't get to go until like, I think it's like, is it the second week you're there?
This TAC 1, TAC 2.
Like the second week of boot camp, after you get all your shots and all that stuff. And trust me, you're gonna want that shit because The insoles that come with the boots, bro, they are tough as hell. They hard as hell. Like, you could probably fucking hammer a nail into that shit. The fifth thing, bring money. They're gonna give you a card with money on it already, but it's only like $100 or I forgot, like $200. It's not gonna last you a while, especially if you're gonna like buy a lot of stuff. Like, I bought hella deodorant, hella body wash, lotion, like stuff you actually need. They're not gonna like, you could reimburse that money, you could get it back if you don't use it, but if you bring extra money, it's just gonna help you out. The sixth thing, bro, only thing you have to do before you actually go to boot camp is just run. Like, run. All that other extra stuff, you don't need it, because it's all easy. It's just push-ups, planks, maybe sit-ups if they brought that back. Everything else you don't actually need. Just work on your running. Run as much as you can. Do long distance, because that's what they're going to test you on. Don't do like little filming, like, what's it called? What's that shit called when you go back and forth? Never mind. Just do long distances. Like, try to run as far as you can for as long as you can, non-stop. Because they're going to test you on that. The first test we did was basically a mile and a half, but if you stop, you basically fail. They're going to fail you. So, just work on your running. And push-ups. Do a lot of push-ups. Because once you get beat, that's most of the time, that's what they're going to make you do. A lot of push-ups. So do push-ups and run. The sixth, bro, I don't have them in order. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? The sixth thing is learn how to eat anything. Because the food that they're going to give you, for example, for me, I did not eat vegetables at all. Like, I don't care what it was. I didn't eat broccoli, freaking green beans, all that shit I did not eat. But once I got there, bro, and they start feeding you like food like this much, trust me, you're gonna want to eat that. So start eating shit that you normally don't eat, because you most likely gonna see that there. And you don't get an option until you leave boot camp. The next thing is, if you're scared to shower in front of other people, you know what I'm saying, just be self-confident, because it's gonna happen. You're gonna go in the shower, and Timmy over there is butt-ass naked or whatever, and you're just gonna have to like deal with it, because everybody else is doing it. Yeah, you could like talk to the RDCs about it or whatever, but the majority of the time you're gonna see something, bro. And at first I wasn't comfortable with it, like, you know what I'm saying, because it's like, it's weird, especially being around a lot of dudes all the time. But then after a while you get like, you know what I'm saying, you get more confident, and then you just don't care. I didn't care at all since the beginning, but I knew other people that were like, oh, what the hell, blah, blah, this and that. So yeah, just get comfortable being around a lot of guys all the time, butt-ass naked, because it's gonna happen. The next thing, get used to living with people. My biggest advice is, bro, like, if you have a problem with somebody, just talk to them. Don't go straight to the RDCs, because that's how the division gets hurt. You going straight to the RDC because what's his name is doing something to you or whatever, or you see something or you hear something that you don't like, just talk to that person, bro. You don't have to go straight to them, because if you go straight to them, 99% of the time, the whole division is going to get beat, and it's just going to suck, because it's unnecessary, especially if it's like after hygiene, after you shower. Bro, that shit sucks, because now you gotta go to sleep all dirty and sweaty or whatever, and you don't get an extra shower. You don't get to shower whenever you want. It's whenever they tell you, and for how long they tell you. And the showers be like 3 minutes max, bro. Like, the only time you're gonna get an actual shower is on Sundays, because that's when they give you like, what's that shit called again? That long ass like Sunday break. This man not even helping me. It's like, they basically give you like Sunday off. Not really, but from like, I think it's like from 12 in the morning until like 8 at night. It's basically your time. You can do whatever you want. The next thing is learn how to self-control. If you're a person that gets angry easily, and you get like, I don't know, hot, like you hostile, learn how to control that shit. Cause first thing first, if you fight, trust me, you don't want to do that shit, cause you're gonna get most likely get kicked out or set back. And getting set back is not fun, bro. Cause you're just, imagine your division isn't week 4, right? And you about to get ready for battle station. You start doing the actual cool stuff like firefighting and all that other stuff. You get set back to week 1. It could happen. They're not gonna set you back 2 weeks just because it says on paper you go back 2 weeks. No, nigga. You could go back to week 1, bro. Even P days. P days is basically the first actual day you get there, and you're like there with a division that's getting their shots and stuff. You're not gonna get the shots again, but it just sucks because then you're gonna have to see your friends, your roommates, or whoever, your rack mate, graduating without you. And trust me, you want to leave bootcamp as fast as possible. The last thing, just talk to people, bro. Like, I don't know, and learn how to be quiet. If you be quiet and you actually listen to the stuff they're saying, like, trust me, that shit's gonna be so much smoother. Just learn how to like communicate with each other and talk to each other. Cause if not, bro, it's gonna be a long ass boot camp. It's gonna be tough and it's gonna be annoying. A lot of arguments. Trust me, it's gonna be a lot of people trying to be motivating and blah blah blah. Let them do that shit, bro. But when it's time for you to shut up, just shut up. It's gonna save you a lot of time, a lot of energy, and unnecessary shit. That's all I have for now. I just wanted to make a quick video because I don't know, I haven't uploaded in a minute. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you want next. And have a good day.